Today is pizza night in our house and we're making homemade pizza because nothing can compare to that crustiness, deliciousness, and freshness of all the ingredients. It's a very quick and easy recipe and I bet you're gonna love it, so let's go. First, we're gonna start off by adding 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Then we're gonna add 2.5 teaspoons of instant yeast, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Love this oil. I got it at Costco and it's quite fresh and delicious. All the ingredients and all the steps are on our blog. We have a recipe there and the blog is workingparentsdiary.com, so not to worry, you can go to it later and look at it step by step. And then we're also gonna add 3/4 cup of warm water. Make sure it's warm so you don't burn your yeast, but it's not cold because you need to activate it. So you're gonna mix your ingredients until you form this homogeneous ball of dough. And you're welcome to use your hands as well, whichever you prefer. Then we're gonna add a little bit of oil into the bowl and wipe around just to make sure that your dough doesn't get dried up or stuck in the bowl. And then you're gonna cover the dough with plastic wrap or kitchen towel and leave it in the warm place while we prepare our sauce and other ingredients. For this sauce, we're gonna need first 1 grated onion and then 4 minced cloves of garlic, half teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and then I used fresh basil. If you don't have it, you can use dried, about 1 teaspoon of basil. And then we're gonna first fry our onion. Love the crackling sound. And then add all our spices. So that would be oregano, basil, paprika, sugar, salt. Mix it all together, let it simmer for a couple of minutes. Then we add our garlic to add that freshness, and you can't imagine how delicious my house smelled when I was cooking the pizza. All the spices, all the ingredients, the dough, absolutely incredible. And then we're gonna add a can of crushed tomatoes, about 400 grams. You're welcome to add pureed tomatoes or any tomatoes that are specific for pizza making, whichever you prefer, it doesn't matter. Because I had the chunky pieces here, I actually ended up blending the sauce at the end. So you're gonna simmer the sauce for about 20 minutes and then you're gonna transfer it, if you have the chunky tomatoes, in the blender just to mix it all together into the soft, sort of homogeneous texture. By this time, your dough should have risen and you could see how beautiful it is. It's probably doubled in size, if not tripled. And we're gonna put it on the working board and add a little oil. Oh, so beautiful. I could work with dough every single day. I absolutely love it. So then we're gonna cut our dough into 3 to 4 bowls. So I wanted to have smaller pieces of pizza today. So I went with 4 sizes, but I've done 3 with the set as well. And you could see how puffy the dough is. It will produce more in a thinner crust for you. So this recipe is beautiful because it's very quick and the dough is quite thin. So if you like thinner crust, then this is perfect recipe for you. The dough works every time. I've done it so many times, when I was rushing and, with kids and work and pets, it can get very busy. And it works every single time so beautifully. It rises within about 30 minutes. And you're gonna get your dough ready already. Then we're gonna take 1 piece of bowl at a time and roll it into a sheet. You can do a circular one, and that's what I started doing here. You can actually see. And then I got creative and I decided to actually do more of a focaccia size, which is more of a rectangular, I guess, shape. It's really up to you. I was more inspired by that somehow in my hand along the way. And you can see it's very easy to work with the dough. It's very soft and easy to maneuver. And here me making this focaccia style bread. My kids absolutely loved it. Both. I have a 10-month-old and 2.5-year-old, and really loved it. And my husband and I mean, these pizzas are so delicious. And then you're just gonna poke some holes in the dough, and that's to prevent any bubbles. And then our homemade sauce, so we're gonna spread that over the dough. And it really depends how much sauce you like. I probably added in total about 3 tablespoons. It is maybe a little bit more than some people think, but to us it was perfect. And because it's homemade and there's not a lot of, concentrates or anything like that, it was a very delicious flavor. So now we're adding our cheese. Feel free to add whatever cheese you like. Here I'm using mozzarella and also some feta cheese on top. And then I added some fresh tomatoes. Sort of like art, you make these and they're so colorful, it makes you a happy day. I don't know, I love this. And then this is me sprinkling some feta cheese as well. And then we're gonna add some fresh basil on top. Love the freshness of basil. It tastes incredible, it looks wonderful, and adds some light. You're welcome to add other cheeses, whatever you have at home or you like. You can't go wrong with cheese. I think any cheese will work beautifully. And herbs just make life so beautiful and vibrant. Always add herbs, don't skip on them. So now that our pizza is ready, we're gonna, this is just a quick thing that I'm showing you that actually you could freeze some of it. I did freeze one because I wanted to have one ready in a couple of days for lunch. And now you're gonna transfer the pizza onto the baking sheet, and I did sprinkle it with some semolina. You can do that or some cornmeal. And then we're gonna put it in the oven at 220 degrees for about 12 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes. Watch that it doesn't burn. And voila, it's that quick, that delicious. We hope you enjoy and follow us for more recipes. Bye!